Hey BTS crew, welcome to part 5 of the depression series. One of the hardest parts about depression is that life does not pause while you're struggling. You still have to wake up every single day, function, show up, even when you feel empty on the inside. So the question is, how do you cope with depression on a day-to-day basis? Coping with depression isn't about suddenly feeling okay. It's about learning how to get through your days with the feelings of depression. So, for example, if you work, and usually when you're suffering from depression, your energy or your motivation is usually low. So, what you can do is to break down your task into small parts. So, you say, okay, I'm going to do this particular task in 5 minute intervals. So, you do it, you do a part of it for 5 minutes, you take a short break, whether it is going for a walk, taking a walk to the washroom, going for a little, fresh air outside, listening to a little music, whatever your workplace allows for, that will create that break for you. Do that, and then you're going to see that you're able to accomplish the task. Maybe you might not get as much done within the day, but you can get something done. Because if you look at it as just one big task, that can feel overwhelming and you don't even start. So another thing that you can do is journal, right? For some people it works, for others it doesn't. So you need to find out what works for you. So you take some time out of your day, whether it is in the morning or in the evening, and you just write how you feel, right? So you're writing how you feel on paper, and once you do that, it makes you feel a bit lighter emotionally. But if you're not somebody that enjoys writing, you can send a voice note to yourself. I know WhatsApp has a feature now where you can send messages to yourself. So you just send a voice note to yourself. If you prefer that face-to-face interaction, you speak to someone that you trust, right? And trust me, once you engage in these forms of communication, it will make you feel lighter. But you have to be consistent with it. So whenever you feel those heavy emotions, those painful emotions, you take some time to write. And I think there are some apps as well you can use to journal, where you can just talk and it records it. I think it transcribes it. So you can look into that as well. Then there is physical activity. I know during your dark days you may not want to engage in any physical activity, but it doesn't have to be anything strenuous or anything intense. It can just be a stretch or some stretches, a short walk, going outside for some vitamin D. That is very important, because a lack of vitamin D can also make your depression symptoms worse. So make sure you're getting that vitamin D. And if you're not, make sure you're taking your vitamin D supplements. But in the Caribbean, we're blessed with sunlight. So the easier way is to just go outside for some sunlight on a daily basis. And please ensure you create a routine for yourself. That helps create structure for your day. Because for many persons, when they are depressed, they prefer to stay in bed, the lights off, the place is just dark, and you're just in that dark mood. So try to create a routine where you do little tasks consistently. So whether that means taking a shower, because guys, the truth is, when you're depressed, you don't even feel like taking a shower. That in itself is like a huge task, something so simple. Brushing your teeth, getting up to make breakfast, doing your devotion, worshiping, stepping outside for some fresh air. Just those small things. It doesn't have to be anything grand. Another thing, try to avoid isolation. Now I know this is a difficult one, because talking from experience, I loved isolating myself. That's how I found comfort during depression. But sometimes that makes it worse. So as we mentioned yesterday, try to speak to someone. Seek professional help. Talk to a therapist. That can help a lot. If you feel like you cannot trust anybody with your feelings or what you're navigating, talk to a trained professional, a therapist or a counselor. Trust me, guys, that will help. Invest in your mental health just as you would in your physical health. I don't know how much more I can stress on that. And also, if you feel like you just cannot do anything and you're currently working, go to a psychiatrist so you can get sick leave. Because you're going to work and pushing through sometimes and make your situation worse. So if you need to take a week or two away from work so you can regroup and feel like yourself or feel a little better again, do that. So don't let anybody tell you that this is not you being sick. This is you being mentally sick. When you are physically sick, you go to a doctor, you get your sick leave. So do the same for your mental health. Depression will tell you you are not doing enough, you are falling behind. But coping means learning not to measure yourself on the hard days as you would on the good days. Sometimes surviving alone is you being productive. So I would like you to comment the word start if you're willing to try out one or more of the coping methods that I shared in this video. Now, a lot of persons struggle with the question, why do I keep ending up back here? So tomorrow we're going to be talking about this to culminate the depression series. And next week we're going to be focusing on another topic. So make sure you tune in tomorrow so you can find out what that next topic is. Bye.